doing fried pickles. So I have the oven right now set for 425. We're going to be doing this 3 different ways. We're doing air fryer, pan fry, and also oven. So I'm going to start off by patting dry these pickles. So I have 10 pickles that I want to pat dry here. So I'm just going to stick them down on the cookie sheet for now. And we want to get all the moisture, as much of the moisture out as we can. And so here's one. So I'm going to do 10 of each. So 10 hand dry, 10 pan fry, 10 oven cooked, and 10 of the air fryer. So the oven is set to 425. The air fryer is going to be at 400. And if you fry them on the stove, you're gonna want to make sure that your frying pan that you use is heated up before you put them in. So, and whereas the sauce that I made the other day, the Southwestern sauce, is dairy-free, this will not be. So if you would like to do this dairy-free or low-pro, you can use a dairy-free milk. And the one I have is cow's milk. It was given to me, and so I need to use it. There's that. We'll do the rest later. Set those aside. And now we get to mix this up. So here I have 1/2 a cup of liquid eggs. If you are low pro, you can use the Cambric or PKU Perspectives powder egg mix to replace this with, and dairy-free milk. I am using gluten-free breadcrumbs, but these are a higher protein gluten-free egg crumbs because that's what I could find in the store. So they are 3 grams of protein as opposed to my normal 1 gram of protein. I couldn't find the ones that I normally get. But low pro, there are low pro breadcrumbs also. So this is 1/2 a cup of the egg mix. Of the eggs. So those are cage-free eggs. They're just liquid. I use liquid in place of whole eggs because if they break in the store or on the way home, this way I don't have to deal with the shell or the yolk or anything. It's better in my case because I don't drive. Here I have 4 tablespoons of milk. And by the way, in case you're interested, this is a cup I made on Bonfire. It is so bonfire.com. You can it says embrace your stripes and celebrate your uniqueness. It has the rare disease date. Normally it's February 28th, but actual rare disease day only falls on leap year. So when the president is elected, that's when we have a leap year. We just went through a leap year, so it's probably not going to be it won't be for another 3 years. So we celebrate on the 28th when there isn't one. It is Rare Disease Week because it is the rarest day of the year. So lowering this down, we're gonna mix these up until they're frothy, probably about 30 seconds, and on medium. If you couldn't see it before, you should be able to see it now. So that's what it looks like. Now, we're going to take our pickles and dip them in both mixtures. So, and these are already seasoned breadcrumbs. Since the since I'm using a southwestern sauce, I'm gonna add some so these are Italian breadcrumbs, but I to make it a little more Tex-Mex, because it is a southwestern sauce, I'm gonna add some a tablespoon of the smoked paprika to it. Let's see. Just level this off. Now, dump that in, stir it around. All right. So there's that. Take a pickle, dump it in our milk mixture, or milk egg mixture, and into the breadcrumbs. Hopefully this is going to stick. And I'm going to just dip it on top here too, because I want it to get nice and coated with the breadcrumbs. And the drier you get the pickles, the better it'll stick. And that's before you do this. Since the milk and eggs are water, are liquid, they will have, it's no way to get it, it's not going to happen any other way. So, basically, I'm burying these in the breadcrumbs. And if you want, you can go back and do it again too. So, which I might. Flour also has protein, so I'm not adding it to it. Because my diet is supposed to be low protein. Yes, I'm on a clinical trial that does help me raise it. So far, not working as well as I hoped. So you're going to be doing this with all 30 pickles, but for right now, I'm just starting with the 10. The breadcrumbs will get wet, but you're going to have to, but it's not coated enough. So basically, go back in and just do the same process. When I first did it, I tried the Mix Quick. That does not work at all. And that was with the chili rellenos. So you're gonna want to use a powdered egg mix. I didn't think that would work very well either, but it does. I did use them with the cheese sticks that I made. I used Cambrooks, but I actually prefer PKE Perspectives. It actually sticks better the second time around. So ones that are darker are probably the ones that got seasoned better, but these are the ones that came out of the air fryer. And these are the ones that came out of the oven. The oven ones are a little bit softer than the air fryer. Not enough oil. But if that happens, you can put them in the microwave and soften them up if you put them in for like 10 seconds or so. I had to go back and re-coat some of these without the milk. So I just use eggs. It tends to stick a little bit better. Even though there wasn't that much milk in the mixture. Also, you're going to want to change out your breadcrumbs and your milk mixture between batches because it does soak up the breadcrumbs after a while, because the breadcrumbs come off and fall into the mixture, into the egg mixture. So so you have to change out both your breadcrumbs and your milk, and your egg mixture every once in a while. So the air fryer's been, the pan's been heating up for a while. It is filled with practically a whole bottle of oil. This stuff does splatter, so you are going to want to keep the lid on. So that is one thing I have learned from previous mistakes. So I'm going to drop about 3 of these, and you don't want to overcrowd the pan. It will cause the breading to come off. So I'm just going to put about 4 of them in. So using the tongs, and I will use them probably to get them out too, but the only time I'm not using them is to flip them. There's that one. The sizzle is a good saying. Keep them separated. Anyway, I'm gonna let them go for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll flip them over on the other side. I forgot to add the seasoning in when I did it the second time, but they still have Italian seasoning on them anyway. So some of them will be lighter than others because they don't have the smoked paprika. And I'm just waiting for this to for another minute or so before I flip them. I have a clock on the oven that I'm watching work pretty well here. Okay, flipping. stuff hurts if it gets on you. That's why I have a lid. I'm gonna go down even more in this. Okay, you're pulling these. Brain came off that one. Right. So, like the videos, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and thanks for your time.